Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for considering my topic for Top Funnel 2015. It has been a great honor from my side to be able to talk on machine learning in text classification in this particular seminar. So I'll be talking about machine learning in text classification in UGC. So UGC means user-generated content. In Snapdeal, the e-commerce platform, I'm sure that any other e-commerce platform is doing the same thing. They're actually churning out megabytes and megabytes of user-generated content in terms of reviews and rating, chat, seller-side, buyer-side chat, feedback, and a lot of other mediums. And as you understand, there is a substantial business value out of this data that we are churning every day. So, and we want to get the right meaning of this data. And we have seen that machine learning is a very handy and very efficient tool to extract the business value out of this user-generated content. So today I'll be discussing about ML in Python in the area of user-generated content. So as you all know, machine learning is a vast subject. It comprises of very in-depth mathematical models, and on the other side it also requires a lot of practice in this space to really get master and to really properly apply the machine learning concepts in the business problems. And text classification is probably one of the oldest problems in machine learning. But even then, based on the domain, text classification problems imposes substantial challenges in machine learning. And today in this talk, I'll be taking you through the entire end-to-end process. And the reason I'm calling it a practical approach, because in our organization we followed the same approach for the text classification in UGC. So that means that we can also discuss about the problems that we faced over this process. But in general, this talk is actually having 4 phases. So the first phase of pre-processing, where we'll show and demonstrate how NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit, can be applied to do the right pre-processing of the text. As you know that user-generated content is highly unmoderated, unstructured. So there are definitely a lot of challenges in pre-processing. And once you do the pre-processing, apply it the right machine learning model to get the meaning out of it. So when I'm saying the machine learning model, you can actually combine multiple models together, and also you can tune the parameter to do the right fitment of your data. And once you're fine, so here actually one thing I want to add, that in Python, to get the right fit of your data, you can use grid search, which came up very handy in our practice as well. And so we'll be discussing about that approach as well. So once you get the right model, we'll take this model and expose it as a REST API by Python Flask. So you can actually take this model, save it in a pickle file, take this pickle file and deploy in a Python Flask application, so that the other side of your or other part of the organization can leverage this intelligence through a REST API. And as you can see that this entire end-to-end process is built on Python. So the basic requirement for this session is some basic computer science knowledge. Hands-on Python knowledge will be very helpful, and of course some understanding of basic probability statistics to understand the in-depth machine learning model. So shall we start?